run into this all over the place. We do it when we do like when you're entering into like a Russian tie or even an arm drag. And in this situation, we have the leg. So when we go to transition through, we can do a cut under disengagement or a cut over disengagement on this leg. Both work. My arm is already in an underhook position, capping the knee. We're kind of trapping just a little bit, just to keep that tight. Okay, so when I step and I transition, because I'm already in an overhook, it makes sense to be direct and slide off the end and stuff that down. It's more direct than, so I'm really not even going 90 degrees. I'm really just staying on the top. Instead of going all the way over and going 360 around to the same spot. Both work, but one's more direct in this situation. If I was underneath and framing or something, it makes sense to come over with a cut under. But in this case, because I'm here, my right hand is already in position on top. So it puts us right into a direct line of engagement on that leg to change it from high to low. We can just keep that same tie up to get to that spot, okay? Does that make sense? It's an option. You have both. A lot of the time, if you are going to do a cut under disengagement, you'll want to bring your left hand in because you're losing control of that leg during this movement, so you want your left hand in. But one of the reasons why that could be a problem is because you're losing this leg. Your left hand's already busy. So if I let this go and I come over here and I start to disengage here, he's building base on that right side or swinging inside, getting a better tie up or a better engagement. So keep that in mind. This one has a few benefits. It's more direct and it leaves your left hand free to control that bottom leg. Okay, let's do our next move actually. With Shane, I'm going to bore you really quick. Okay, so this one we're going to go shin, shin, same entry, nothing changes. As we go in, we get to this spot, and we decide we want to square up to him a bit, okay? We're going to take our right hand, we're going to frame it on the inside, and we're going to elevate our hooks. You can put your foot on the floor, you don't have to, but it's a little easier to escape your hip. And then we're going to bring the right knee on the inside, through here, and the left leg on the outside, and over to his hip, okay? So we have 3 points of control, 2 up, 1 down. We're going to turn and switch to half X. We're going to go into knee knot by initiating the roll. So we have to make sure that we keep the knee line during the roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build base up, and my right butterfly hook is going to allow me to put my left butterfly hook in. While I'm inverted, we grab the far ankle. Careful. Keep your hips up on this. Don't put all your weight down on his shin. Right here while you're upside down because it's concussion. And then you come out of it. Okay? So you're kind of carrying the weight between your feet and your head so that this isn't getting crunched. Yeah, you can crunch a little bit if you're not careful. So right arm is the key to this transition. When we go in, the right underhook comes in, we cap it on top. This right arm comes through here. Okay? And then we turn. You're driving. There's a tabletop there for a sec. Now that we have that, we cap the front of that knee. Right butterfly hook goes in. You can drop your knee here to build base onto it. And then put your left butterfly hook in. Search for the ankle, pull it nice and tight, keep your weight off of his leg.
So you're looking at that left leg as you're inverted?
Sort of before. I'm already starting to get behind that knee. So let's look at it again. Alright. Chin. There's an easy sweep here too, though. Just sweep into his rear. Okay? Lots we can do. Alright, so we're just gonna bring our right arm in, post the forearm, and turn and face him. Move your upper body away, move your lower body in. Your right knee's gonna come through. So we're into here. Now this right instep, you could bring it cross engagement, or you could bring it down into the straight engagement. So it's already set here. And what that'll do is it'll make room as we roll behind his left knee. So I'm using my right instep to guide me. And now if we wanted from here, we could just walk from here, but we're gonna roll through, and this is where I could crunch his leg here, if I'm not careful. His lower leg gets some good pressure on it. So your right hand is free to grab the leg, pull the slack up, pulling his right leg into your left shin. This is tight now. This is not against my shin, this is against my shin. So we have that tight before we even come out. Now putting my right foot on the floor so I can stay up on my elbow so I'm not hurting his foot. And then we switch it in, finish it before we go. We could get to X and do a bunch of sweeps from there, but we don't really have time. And we did do kind of a sweep, but there is a half X sweep that I wanted to work last class that we will get to next time. And it's super simple, and it's that situation where you're turning left and you're turning right, and the guy's base is just too good. You know, I'm sure some of you guys felt it last class when we entered into half X against a standing opponent, and you're trying to turn and you're trying to turn, and he's just hopping on his foot, keeping his balance. It's kind of frustrating. So we'll deal with that later. Okay, but there's a good move that we can do. But for now, we get into half X from a kneeling opponent, and we're just going to side roll to initiate the full lock. Okay, he's going to want to roll anyways. You're going to take him for a ride. All right, you got your fire. Let's do it. I'm going to steal Brody now. Okay. Okay, brother. Let's try this out. Now we roll that way, and I'm putting my right instep in behind. I have the knee calf. My left leg goes behind my own right knee. Yep. I search for your ankle. I raise my body up so I'm not crunching that foot. I can see where that can get caught. Yeah. So you're from here, your right forearm's gonna come underneath. Okay, that's right. Your right foot's gonna go to the floor, and you're gonna push me away this way. Now your right knee comes through this hole, and then your left leg kicks straight. And goes under, and now you're half X. Okay, that's right. Now connect these 2 points nice and tight. Okay, now you initiate the roll and start building base. As you come up, you're gonna lace your left instep behind your right knee. Roll through, grab my ankle. Yeah. Roll through. Now you're gonna turn your hand over the other way on that ankle grip and bring your right leg out, not your left leg, your right leg, yeah, and trap it over top. There it is. And we're in. Oh, nice. Beautiful job. That was tight. So I like to flare that leg a little higher. Just like, yeah, when my back step. Get that a little more elevated. So throw my weight back. That's what I'm trying to get in. That's it. And then bring me in. Nice and close. Okay? Don't let that left arm dangle because I'll start to Yep. Nice. Shoot it in. Yeah. Now you should already have this in while you're inverted. This should go in when you're on your knees, okay? That's right. Yep. So now switch your ankles the other way. There. See that? Yes. So you have that trapped. Yeah. That went right onto the ankle. Deeper grip makes a big difference, eh? Here we're gonna go in, right there. Yeah. So try to get that lace on the invert. That's it right there. Beautiful.
And then that right leg comes on this over top, right?
I like to go underneath, but you can go either way. And I like what you're doing. That figure four. If it's more collapsed, which is nice, what you're doing makes more sense. But if it starts to extend away from you, you'll kind of use your butterfly hook under the right. If you don't, and that'll be just like this, but squeeze that in and kind of separate it. Nope, you keep things tight. But I want you to kind of just move away a bit, right there. So that's kind of the situation where you'll start to hook that under. Just getting away from you, yeah. It lengthens out, you tuck it underneath. It comes in nice and close, you can figure four that. That's nice. Set your left inside, get it inside, there it is, yeah. Grab the foot. Should be in like that, right? Yep. The left is in behind. That looks good. Now you can pull your right out and get it over top. Now, see where you are. If you put this over top, notice I can open that lock. And if you put it under, now straighten your legs a bit and get up and move your bum back. Yeah, I can still get out of this, but it's over top a bit more that way. Okay? Oh, there, that's better. Yeah. See, you'll use this. See how it can extend you down. It does. If it's in close, you'll probably be here. Further away, further you're going to be. Let's actually take a quick look. Come over here. Same spot. You just have that leg. Okay, you're sitting on your left hip. This knee knot. And we were just saying again that if we are a little more extended, we'll bring the right foot underneath. Or if we're a little closer, we'll figure forward the leg over top. Okay, extended, we go here. left, right, nice and straight, nice and narrow. That's it. Nice job, Lacey. Grab that foot, yeah. Because you don't want that to get away from you. Right? That's what's going to start getting me out. Here. Let me reverse. Bring the right leg on the outside. That's it. That's the extended position. That's, now bring it close. Figure 4 right in behind your knee. That's the close position. Very nice.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's on it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that lost
Okay.
it for me.
Yeah, on my ankle.
Yeah, mine does that all the time. I can feel it. This one's on my arm.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, right. So you're in a good spot, stay there. Just sit up on your hands. Adjust your body. Put both hands on either side of your hips and move away a bit. There. Now reach for his leg with your right hand and go to work. If you're in a spot where you feel like your elbow can't go low enough, you sit up. As I sit up, my left elbow relative to my left hip will go farther back. So as I sit up, look how much farther back behind my center line my elbow is. So if you're laying down and you're on your side and you can't get your elbow back, A, you turn and I can get it back, or B, you sit up and now my elbow's farther back. Okay? That'll get you behind or under the bottom of the foot. Way easier. Because you will run into the floor. So again, in that situation, you just turn or sit up. And that'll get you under the book. Okay? Right on. Okay, boys, that's all I got today. Like it. So that is more second stripe purple belt work. Okay, that's what that is. And we will go back to first stripe purple belt work again, which is some knee on belly escape stuff and a few other positions, but I do want to work more knee on belly defense. That's important. So we'll go back to that again after. And then Dave got his first stripe fairly quickly, and you guys should be able to as well, because we took one of the 4 sections at a white belt and just moved it up to blue belt, so that there's only 3 at white belts. It's a little easier, there's less for that first stripe, easier to get, less intimidating for guys. So that section moved up to your first stripe, so you already know it.
It's all turtle stuff.
It's all turtle stuff. Okay, that's right. And then the second section that moved was, we did some work for dominant position work from the head-on position.
Snap down the side?
Snap downs, quarter drops, right, submissions from the head-on position. But we also learned some defense when a guy has us in front head and arm, because that's kind of the opposite side of the coin to that position. So that's where I had it, but now we're not doing it there. We're just gonna learn the offense, because it's so close to the end of the belt and right close to the beginning of the blue belt, you're gonna learn it right away anyways. Right. So now that is the second section for your first stripe blue belt. So you already have 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be easier. It'll be more like a review.
Yeah, I'd have to go right.
Yeah, we will. So that'll be a quick first stripe for you guys. But then we get right into more guards and sweep stuff. So. Yeah. Spider, low spider, butterfly, stuff like that. Okay, keep together. Thank you. You had fire. Good job, Wiz, as always. Thank you. Yeah, apparently we're doing Logan got me into it. You hear what Shane said? He's like, oh, we're doing hugs now?
We're doing huggy shit?
Yeah.